What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Kyushalimit. I'm Dougie B, and we're trucking away on the 240. We got lots to do. We gotta get it running. So we gotta swap out a fuel pump. We gotta swap out some spark plugs. We gotta swap out spark plug wires. I wanted to throw the battery in because we're gonna also start working on the mechanical stuff. So about 2 years ago, I did plugs and a fuel filter and stuff on, or fuel pump, sorry. And fuel filter and stuff on this, and seemed fine, but I noticed if the car's sitting for a really long time, it's hard to start. So part of the reason for that, I believe, is I found out later on that these aftermarket fuel pumps have crappy check valves in them. So I actually have the original Nishiki, like brand name OEM fuel pump, so we're gonna probably rebuild that one, swap it out, check the plugs again, make sure that's all good. We need to finish up some alternator wiring. This alternator, before I was filming, I changed to a, I guess it'd be called internally regulated from like a 280Z. So that needs to be, the wiring needs to be, I can't remember, it's been a long time, this car sat for quite a while, but I'm gonna have to take a double look at that wiring, make sure it's all good. And then, yeah, from there, just kind of go over everything else, make sure the car is running good and everything. And part of that was the battery tray, but super cool little trick for anybody that didn't know. I've seen people struggle with shit like this before, but whoever installed this little screw, it is stripped out. It's supposed to be a Phillips screw that holds the battery tray, and I just want to clean this tray out. It's got some crunk in it, so screwdriver won't work. So pro tip, take your side cutters, and I learned this from a friend of mine, so I'm not even going to take credit for, I did not invent this by any means. And if you just put your side cutters on the edges, clamp down. This is probably going to be very hard for me to do while I'm holding the camera. Yeah, just like that. Sometimes it can take a couple. Had it was spinning. There we go. Because there's these little ridges in the tray that are knocking off my side cutters. Typically you wouldn't have that to deal with, but there we go, we can actually see it coming up now. Yeah, there we go, a lot easier. So essentially, guys, yeah, just a little tip I wanted to show you. I've used this so many times, especially if you're gonna be working on old 70s stuff. It's got lots of Phillips. A lot of the Japanese bikes, cars, etc., all have Phillips. So look at that, just like that. Alright guys, so what I got told is that my fuel issue, where I think the fuel's draining back into the tank, maybe in relation to me putting in just kind of a jobber fuel pump, and this particular brand is kind of notorious for having bad check valves. It's a slightly different design than the OEM one. Now, I replaced the fuel pump because I cleaned out the tank and a bunch of stuff, and I thought that this was maybe, you know, going to be causing me some issues, and fuel pumps are super cheap for these cars. But this is the original Niki pump, which is like the OEM one. And so we're just going to tear it apart today, make sure that the diaphragm isn't tore or anything in it. You know, you should be able to get a little bit of vacuum and pulse on these, just doing it by hand. I can't really feel, so we're going to tear into it, and hopefully it's good. If it is, we'll just clean it up and we're gonna swap it back out for the junk one that I put in. If the diaphragm is shot on it, then that's fine too. We'll have to order a diaphragm kit for it. Based on what I've been told by guys that know a lot more than me, that GMB pump is garbage. There's no real good way to fix the check valve. I'm pretty sure I paid like $20 for it anyways, so I'm not overly concerned. I'd much rather rebuild the OEM pump. I just didn't know that that was the way to go back when I did the swap. So yeah, we're gonna tear into this and see where we get. So the diaphragm there appears to be all right. You guys kind of see there. But let's keep digging. Alright, well that all looks pretty good. Man, it's clean actually. Let's yeah, I mean this is the diaphragm on the lower portion and it appears to be good. I don't see any tears or holes in it. Yeah, as you can see there guys, it's pretty good. Everything's even really clean. I've been told the check valves do not fail on these units really, so yeah, I mean maybe we're just going to clean this up a bit with some brake clean and throw it back in. That seal that's in there is also in good shape, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I know I gotta put the spring back in, but everything seems to, now watch me not be able to get this out. There we go. Everything's good. Alright, give that a quick little clean up. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's I think it's a lot better on the OEM one. Made in Japan, as you can see right there. I'm always a preference to that. I always prefer to do that, sorry, I should say. So, yeah, let's reassemble this pump. With the spring. Pretty crazy how brand new this looks for being a for being a 50-year-old fuel pump. I'm gonna go give this a quick little clean too. Alright. This wasn't near as dirty, but just nice and clean now. Now, the question is, which way was it on here? Alright, so I actually had to go back and watch a video to see which way this was sitting, but it is like this with this part towards the actual pump arm. So let's try to get this compressed properly. There we go. All right, there we have it. Well, I'm probably zoomed way in, but pretty stoked. I got to use my fancy new, actually radiator tool for taking radiator hoses off, getting underneath. But it worked on the fuel hose as well as a Christmas present, so try not to drip on the car here. Got to use that, which is cool. This one going back on. Alright, back on, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can get it started. Have any more spark plugs at home, which is kind of embarrassing for somebody that owns L6s because you're going to need a lot of those. So yeah, we're just going to hop in the old Celsior winter beater here and we're going to go get some spark plugs. So let's go. Sweet, so they had the spark plugs in stock, what we needed, which they don't always here, BPR 6ESs, and since I managed to lose that clip that holds the window handle on, not sure why, I got some more of those because I have a bag of them somewhere and I can't find them, so. So we're gonna change the plugs. That actually looks pretty good. So, let's hope the rest don't look like that. I thought maybe that one's definitely a little bit flooded, a little bit black. Don't forget to gap your plugs. Old Nissans like this are usually, you know what, this isn't my usual tool. Ah, there it is. Looks the same, but it's different. I just know which one it is better. It's this one right here. What is that one? 0.040? Yeah. All right, let's try that again. See if it's any better. There you have it. Crazy what some fresh plugs will do. Exhaust leak there where it mates at the bottom of the header, but that's pretty minor. I can fix that up. Fuel seems to be coming in good. Yeah, I mean, it's running good on that pump. We're gonna rock with that. Next up, let's see what she looks like outside. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the previous episodes if you haven't seen something. The video progress gets better as it goes on. Some of the first stuff was filmed on a phone, but you know, you still get an idea of how we reskinned the roof and just everything that went into getting this car where it's at, the wrap, all that type of stuff. So yeah, check it out right here.